Hello and welcome to another update video about QNT. QNT is currently following our forecast, is coming down further. The last few days it showed a little bit of upside, but that doesn't change the analysis. It hasn't even made a higher high. In fact, as you can see here, it's just sort of following through to the downside, maybe even in a price channel. So there you go, making lower lows, lower highs, certainly nothing that would indicate anything bullish. So it's continuing to follow this pathway to the downside. Could be that within this C wave, it's maybe in some kind of an ending diagonal. Obviously, the C wave is a 5-wave move. Maybe we have a 1, 2 here, a 3, 4, and then this 5 is coming down. But bear in mind that doing any more micro counting here will not really give us much more clarity. I think the levels are very clear. I did mention it in previous videos that a minimum expectation to indicate, as very first indication, that the trend is shifting back to the upside, it would take a break above $101.50, above the B wave high, and then we need to break out of the range here to the upside. That could take us then first to $120, and from there we can go to $200 and beyond, but we're not even there yet. We don't even see a setup that could get us there on the smaller time frame. So I'm very much watching for bottoming structures here, as I said before, because the wave count is technically full, but I would still like to see the price get to $80. $80 is still my ideal target. Not saying it will definitely stop there, but in my opinion, because it's the next Fibonacci level, it's the 78.6 Fib level on the linear chart, and I think it's the 61.8 Fib level on the log chart. $80, $79 certainly should act as a magnet to bring the price closer, and it's doing that, right? It's doing that. For the last few months, the forecast has been to break below this support area here, the previous structural support area, which has been broken. I'll leave it on the chart because it might act as resistance, and it's quite important to see that the price has been consolidating and, well, it's sustaining below that previous support level, making this now as resistance, which will be a difficult obstacle really for the bulls to overcome on the way up again. Is between $95 and $102. So next support levels, I mean, if we come down a little lower, which we are doing right now, just in slow motion, but it's sort of coming together. Shortly, we should see another dip down, in my opinion. We'll see. Again, you know, anything can happen, but below $101.50 is clearly still downside potential, right? That's the assumption. And next small support or micro support would be here, the $87 level, and then it should take us down quite quickly to 80. And then we've got $60, which is on the linear chart, the 88.7 Fib level, still acceptable in a larger bullish scenario. And on the log chart, that's the 78.6 Fib level. I can tell you that below $60, if the price sustains below that level, I have nothing bullish left for QNT. Yeah, nothing bullish left. We can actually see that on the long-term chart. So as channel members, you get access to all these TradingView live charts if you're interested. But here on the long-term chart, we can see these Fib levels. That there's the $79 level is the 61.8 Fib level, yeah? And then basically $59, $60 is the 78.6. Anything below that, really, there is nothing bullish left. I would have to emphasize then the white wave count, which highlights here wave 1 to the downside, wave 2 to the upside, and we would be in a third wave breakdown basically now. The thing is that this structure isn't very clearly impulsive to the downside, so it's not really typical for a third wave. It's not really typical for a third wave unless it's forming some kind of a wave 1 in wave 3, but that would be very complex. Therefore, we keep it simple. This level is the line in the sand, yeah, $60, or actually $59 on the larger weekly chart, larger time frame chart, the 78.6 retracement. Honestly, anything below that would be quite bearish and then send the price most likely down below the 2022 lows. So we talk here about below $40, and I mean, then there is really no way of saying where it's going to stop, right? I mean, if this is really bearish and we are in the white wave count, which again, I'm not assuming at the moment because we're holding above support, but then again, as I said to you, I still see no bullish signs on the smaller time frame. So expectations are still for it to come down a bit lower. But yeah, I mean, what would be the first key target? I mean, we would emphasize the 1-to-1 ratio possibly. I mean, 22 cents, then a wave 4, and then the wave 5. Yeah, you know, that's how it carries on. So could eventually go to 0, but then only really if we break below $59. Above that level, I am, let's say, bullish, but I don't want to say bullish because first of all, I need to see evidence that the price is bottomed. For now, the forecast is still highlighting lower prices. That's my update about QNT. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.